Hey guys, just before this video starts, I wanted to bring up a couple of things. Firstly, I apologize for the mic static in the clips after this one. I noticed that after I did all the recording and editing, tried to fix it as much as I can when I was editing, so it should be a little better, but it's still noticeable. Also just want to say that this video is not well structured and it's kind of random, so apologize for that. I thought of it kind of all in one day. It does still have some useful things in it though, so there are useful features still mentioned. Just kind of a miscellaneous video. And one final thing, this is not a sponsor at all, but I just wanted to bring up this new amazing chat platform called Noctivia. It's fully open source, it's still in development. You can have, as you can see here, animated server banners, server icons, animated profile pictures. It's basically Discord, but all open sourced and more features without paying for them. I've got a server on here, and I will leave a link in the description for the... It does have a desktop app, but I just use the website. I will leave a link in the description for that and an invite to my server. So with that, if you sat through that whole thing, thank you, and we will now get into the stuff that you came for. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of our Discord.py tutorial. I know it's been a while, I'm sorry. Recently had surgery, plus some other things. Have not had time to get a video out. Today's more of a miscellaneous video, just kind of over some small things that I've had suggested to go over. So things should start beginning into a regular pattern again soon, and then hopefully I can start getting at least weekly videos. That's kind of the end goal for the next couple of months. So thank you guys for being patient, and let's get right into it. So the first thing we're going to go over today is a shutdown command. So usually if you have your bot running, you need to come in here and then Control C and then wait for it to work, but that's kind of annoying and slow. So we're going to fix that. So we're going to do @bot.command and then instant def, just do shutdown. It's honestly really simple, so all you have to do is just kind of do this. You can make this message whatever you want, and then you'll probably want to make this, I'm not going to do this, but you can just do like if the ctx.message.author.id is equal to, and then your ID, that way only you can shut your bot down. That would most likely be what you want to do. I'm not going to do it just because I don't feel like going to get my ID. But then shutting down the bot is very simple. It's just await bot.logout. That's as simple as it is. That command will now shut down this bot. So if we py main.py, and we come in here, and we head over to our testing. All we have to do is this, and now the bot instantly shuts down. It doesn't take a couple minutes. It just instantly goes offline and shuts down. So it's honestly really simple. I recommend having it. And of course, if this is in a cog, you're going to want to do self. That's not how you spell self, but you're going to want to do that if it's in a cog. If it's just on your main command, like main file, just bot works. Anyways, on to the next thing. Okay guys, so for this next thing, we're going to be going over background tasks. They are actually very helpful. I use them to handle giveaways, keep the timer going without having to keep the command running. There is an example of how to use this on the official
GitHub repository. Made a quick little, just basic cog file here. So we're just going to, we don't need that on already. We're just going to take the example here from the file, plop it in here, and then to get this to work, you've got to tell it to run the background test. The background, the background task, that's what you call it. Which is pretty simple. You just gotta put it in your init def here, and then it's a background task. And then you want to tell that to loop, create the task with a loop, and then whatever the task is called. So in this case, this is called my background test, so it's called my background test up here as well. If this was called giveaway timer, this would have to be called giveaway timer. And then basically what this will do is it'll get the channel here. It's not an actual ID. And then while the bot is not closed, it's going to send this counter, and then every time it sends it, it's going to add 1 to it. So it's basically counting up from 1 every 60 seconds. So that's just a very basic background task. I will show you how it works here real quick. If we come into here, grab this channel ID, and just put that right there. And we're just going to change this to 10 just to show you a little easier. And then we actually need to do self.bot. And then we will just run the bot. Oh, forgot this one up here. We will run the bot, and if we come in here, it should, yep, there's that, and then every 10 seconds, so any second now, it should send another one. Yep, so that'll just do that every 10 seconds, and you can make that however long. Like if you want this to run every 2 minutes, you'd add 120. It's very easy to do, and it's honestly very helpful for some things. Anyway, on to the next thing once again. Okay guys, for this next thing, we're going to be making a command that lets you reload a cog without having to restart your entire bot. So say the bot was running, and you made some changes to moderation.py. You'd be able to run this command, and then it just reloads that file basically. So it reloads those changes to get to that file without having to restart your entire bot. Now, this is kind of a longer command, so I already pre-wrote this out. So I'm just going to paste this in real quick. So with this, we're just going to make reload, and then we want to get them necessary. So we want to give them the name of the cog that you want to reload. And then up here, we're going to want to import OS. So basically this checks if the author is me, so only I'm allowed to use this command. You can change that to your ID. It deletes the message that you sent running the command. And then it tries to reload that cog that you gave it. And it goes by whatever name is on here. So if I type reload mod, it will not reload this. This is not called mod.py. So it will put it into here, and then it'll reload the extension. And then if it doesn't, then it will say that there's no module name of that. Or if the module has an error when it tries to reload, it will say failed to load. So I will go ahead and leave this here for just a second so you can see that. And start our bot. Then we'll come back here. There goes our background task again. We will reload background. No, that did not work. That is because that is the wrong prefix. So it reloaded background, and then it, as you can see, the background restarted its counter basically. So it completely redid the whole file. Except it looks like it's glitched in and is doing two of them now. But that is how you reload a cog. It's fairly simple. This is of course like, you don't have all these exceptions, so it's simpler than what I've made it look. But it is fairly simple to reload a cog. On to the next thing. Alright, for the next thing we're going to be making a command that will create an invite for the channel that it's in. So just use bot command async def, which means invite ctx, and then we will just do invite equals await ctx.message.channel.create invite, and then we will just send that invite to the channel. It's simple as that. So we'll go ahead and restart this. And then we'll come back here and invite. So as simple as that, we have made a command that creates some invites. And of course you could do a lot more with this. You could tell it channel discord dot text channel, and then instead of this we do that. So that'll get the channel that you mentioned instead of the one that you put the command in. So go ahead and restart this, make sure this works. So let's say I want to invite someone to the general channel. There we go. And if I join that, it sends me right to the general channel. So invites are fairly simple. The next thing we'll be going over is embeds. And I know we've already gone over embeds, but there has been requests to kind of go over them in more detail, so that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, so with embeds, embeds are a class for Discord. You have the title, you have lots of other things you can do. I, however, linked this in the first video we did on embeds. This is very helpful if you're new at embeds. Here, hold on, ignore that. This is just an embed visualizer basically. It's very helpful. So I'm going to kind of go over how to do all this. I'm basically going to make this, but in discord.py, which is very easy when you can just come here and then do this. However, don't just copy paste this. This is not up to date with how it should be done. So we will copy this, but then I will show you guys what exactly is wrong with it. So we'll make a new command here, and this will just be embed and ctx. So go ahead and paste this in, space it all out. Now, this is fairly correct, but not fully. We don't need this, we can just do that. And then URL is correct, description is correct. And then this is also fairly correct, but I will show you guys how to do that a little better. We're going to import, oh, we already have it imported. So if we do, instead of this, we would do datetime.datetime.utc now. So that'll get the time right now whenever this embed is sent. And then to say you want an image in it, right? You gotta just set image, and if you've got to do URL, you cannot do link, it has to be URL. And then it has to be a .png, .jpeg, or .gif. All three of those work. And then most of these are fairly self-explanatory. You got your author, you can set a name, you can have a URL to click on, and then you can have an icon. Also PNG, GIF, or JPEG. Thumbnail, same thing as image. And then for fields, it's, same name value instead of title description. And then you cannot use markups in here. So you cannot bold this for me, for example. And that goes the same with the title, I do believe. Actually, no, you can have markdowns, and that mentions it right there. But it does not work in the names of fields. And then, if you want to make embeds like it has here, if you want to make these two right here next to each other rather than up and down, they have to be inline equals true. And then, of course, it's not bot.say, it is ctx.send. If you're watching any other tutorials about discord.py and it has bot.say, stop watching that video. It is outdated, you're gonna get errors. I'm telling you right now. So we will go ahead and see if this will send the embed. Oh, and we got an error. Let's see why. I believe it's because of this. There is a way to add timestamps to embeds. I believe they changed it though. It is embed.timestamp is equal to datetime.utc now. So this should work now. Because it's on our main file, we will just restart that. Nope, still nothing. Alright, well for now we're just going to get rid of this. I will look into that before the end of this video. Let's just see if the rest of it works. Ah, it does. So, as you can see, we got the author. This is where you put the author name, and then if you click on this, it would go to the link that you put URL equal to. This is the icon for the author. Title has a link set to it, which I will show you. It is right. Ooh. Well, where is it? Yeah, right here. URL is equal to discordapp.com. That is what this link is. Click on this. Yeah. And then this here is the thumbnail, and this is the image. The image will go below all of the fields no matter what. You cannot change that. And the thumbnail will go right here in this top right corner no matter what. You cannot change that. So if you're trying to put it like here and then have the text below it, that is not possible. And then of course the footer text with the icon URL as well. I will go ahead and show you guys how to do that timestamp real quick. Okay guys, so I made a simple little error. That is why that did not work the first time. So it is embed.timestamp is equal to the date time stuff, but I forgot to put those. So it's just simple little spelling errors are everything. Spelling errors or forgetting a few things. So if we do this now, so it was sent today at 12:10 p.m. I don't know why it says 12:10 instead of 4:10, but it does. So that is how you do embeds a little more in depth than last time. Like I said, with this, you cannot just copy paste the code that it generates. That will not work. You will have to make some changes. However, I find designing embeds in here to be fairly helpful. And then I will also leave all of these links in the description. This is basically all the documentation on everything that we've gone over in this video. We've got what is this one? Oh, we got that thing. This is, we didn't go over that actually. I was going to go over this, but then I didn't. Anyways, yeah, we've got the example from the repository. We've got the create invite, the embeds stuff. I will leave these two together so you can see them. And then we've got cogs, which just shows you general information about the cog. I will see you guys in the next one.